Okay. I'm out here losing my mind. I thought that my little cursor, or my pen, was dirt on my screen. How dare I be late? You're right. I'm a horrible person. Also, hello. The bad news is you already finished your drink. That's pretty mild for bad news, but it is pretty bad news. I'm so sorry. I hope you have another drink. I'm trying to recall what the stick looked like in Silent Hill 2. It was something like this with nails in it. My plan is to draw my little channel character hiding from legs. Or just getting her ass kicked by legs. So that's what my entire playthrough of Silent Hill felt like. Just getting kicked in the face. We still have a crazy heat wave going. So if you hear the AC in the background at any point, I do apologize. We only have the fan going right now. But that might change. It does. Nice. This is looking more like she's about to take a swing. Which I mean... Sure. Am I getting an ad right now? What is this? I mean, I had a lot of fun playing Outlast, though. It will definitely spook me, though, if any of, like, the old videos or anything to go off of. Yeah, I know, I'd be swinging. I don't quite know what's going on with this pose yet. We'll figure it out as we go. It's just another situation where I'm not quite sure how I got it, but I think I do. Are we going angry or are we just going stressed? Thanks. I do get ahead of myself very often. It's mostly because, like, I have the idea in my head of what I want it to look like, and I'm scared it'll go away before I actually get it onto the like, tablet. I almost said onto the page, but it's not technically a page. And before you ask, no, I have not made a hair brush yet. I actually haven't drawn since the last time we did a drawing stream, so... Forgiven momentarily. So in the next moment, I will be not forgiven. Got it. This sounds about right for a nemesis. Hey, thank you. Apparently now I'm getting ads, though. So hopefully I notice them. Hang on, let me move it over here. That way. You need a boss theme? Or a character? I mean, I can't make music, but I can try and design a character. I don't make any promises on that currently, though. Mm. Ghost. Hey. You can't go out the window, Ghost. I'm sorry. That's fair. Mm. I think I like this face. I feel like it's pretty accurate to how I felt every single time. Because if I didn't hear it first, I didn't expect it. And I should have just expected it for every room I walked in. You know? You're damn right. That game was so dark. Mm. Her eyes are too far apart if I put it over here. I... This is true. Because she's like kind of looking down, but not. And it's also like this. There's just a lot that needs adjusting. It's all just a sketch right now, anyway. I'm trying to remind myself of that. I always end up making her head too big. She's got like Brainiac.
And the Korea team is here to
It happens. It happens frequently, and it's totally fine. I want to narrow. I'm trying to like picture. Yeah. I also don't frequently draw like dynamic poses. So it's taken some getting used to. I'm looking for a reference. Okay, so her shoulder would actually be like... Okay, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Rewind. Yeah, I mean, it's been fun doing the drawing streams for that reason, because it also is nice to be able to go back. How does that end up on two different layers? I drew her ear on two different layers. Where's the other part of her ear? But no, it's nice to be able to go back. Like, the first time I ever saw a time-lapse of one of my drawings was when I found out that Procreate on the iPad does it automatically. And I remember watching it and thinking like, oh, this is so strange. It's weird seeing it from like start to finish. Shoulder, that's not the thing I needed. This is the thing I needed. Shoulder would actually be up here. Like... Like trying to get... Because you don't really see the entire... What is it? Trap? Everything. If you're like tensed up by your shoulders, it's just... The... Yeah, that's exactly what I looked up. I looked up a batter swing reference. It would be more this way. we want... Your elbow is about at your waist, so her waist is here. And then your fingertips would usually be about what, like halfway down your hip, roughly, give or take. It'd be like here. So this distance.
Introducing an award-winning app.
Oh my god, the ads!
Voted
I'm so sorry.
2022's most popular broker.
You were listening to the ad. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna use blue. And also use the pen instead of instead of the select tool. Okay. We're looking kind of at this kind of line for one arm. I think I'm just gonna do the stick behind her head. Which means so the stick. It's much larger than the stick we had in game, but it's fine. Just for reference. Which means this arm would actually be up here. Kind of. Like, not perfectly at that angle, yes, but somewhere around there. A lot of messy sketch lines here. So it's also, I'm trying to think of how her clothes would move. Let me open. Where is she? This is her old outfit. It's not the one she usually has now. That's true. I'm gonna put this somewhere where it won't actually be. It'll go up here next to my reference photo. I mean, the top of the shirt's still the same. It's like the same idea. Mm. Like, all of the reference photos are them in the full swing. Not like getting ready to swing. Hmm. No. That might be a good idea, actually. Look. It's her other arm. I'm like trying to figure this out. I know. I always end up going back to Final Fantasy XIV soundtrack. It really is. I've been playing so much recently because they have the event going on. Yeah, like I don't dislike some of the music I've heard in WoW, but I can't say it ever stuck with me as much as Final Fantasy has. But I also did not play WoW as much as I played Final Fantasy. I do still want to draw my Lightforged Draenei that I made at some point. I'll get around to it eventually. But for now, I'll stick with drawing my 14 character. Yeah, I know. They look really cool. I unlocked most of the other races. I have the Void Elves, I had the Fox people. I forgot what they're actually called. I got the Lightforged Draenei. Volpera, yeah. I just liked their race-specific ability. I thought it was cool. I guess if her arms are forward like that, there wouldn't be a whole lot of slack on the back of the shirt, would there? Her back would be bigger. It's... I've never drawn like a twisted pose like this. So I'm trying to figure it out as I go. I have to stand up for this. Daphne? For a while... I mean, the first character I ever made in WoW was a Worgen. Because I played during Cataclysm. Yeah, I will say my character that I've drawn is in better shape than I am. I am very out of shape right now. But we're working on it. I used to work out regularly. I really miss it, to be honest. Our membership has lapsed at the gym. We're waiting until we get the couch before we renew it. Yeah, I made a Worgen. But I also had a Night Elf, a Blood Elf. Because I always... Part of the reason I like Final Fantasy so much is because you can play any of the classes. Well, it's because we need to make sure we have enough money to get the couch. But I see what you mean. It's also to make sure, because when Big Coffee works certain shifts at his job, he works from home. But he'll work in the living room. So right now he's sitting on a beanbag chair in the living room whenever he's working from home. So we want to get the couch to make sure he has like a comfortable spot to work in. No, because it would be this angle. Oh my god. My brain is not working with shapes. Yeah, especially because like his back wasn't doing too great. A while back, he had an issue with one of his, like, I don't think it was his disc, but it was something in his lower back that was like really, really bad. It was an old injury because he used to play a ton of sports. But he was like completely out of commission for a while. And it's healed. Thankfully. Here we go. That's the eraser. So we're trying to make sure that he's good. I think for torso is just a little shorter than I usually draw it, too. Like, yes, I know she's at a twisted angle, but, like... usually she's got a longer torso. She has a much longer torso than I do. Like, for me to get certain kinds of clothes, I'd have to get them custom made because my torso is very, very short. Because I'm very, very short. You've met too many very short people? I'm sorry, I've added to that tally. I need to pull up the other drawing I have of my character, because that one is not her current outfit. We'll use this one. This is true. I am very small. Okay, I'm still following the red lines that I need to... I think I was just drawing that on both. Awkward. That's fine. But you can't live without what anymore? Are you talking about Clip Studio? This would actually go up more. Oh. Oh. I've never used that. Unchain YouTube.
The YouTube Music app has ad-free playlists
Oh my
for
god.
your ears.
Any photos? His fur is everywhere. He's shedding like crazy. Ghost, I love you so much, but I might need to shave you. I'm joking, I would not shave the cat. Oh. I'll have to check it out. Not gonna lie, I love like the Sphinx cats, like the hairless ones. I think they're adorable. Many people disagree with me. And that's fine. They don't have to agree. More Sphinx cats for me. I think they're adorable. I mean, that's kind of like a rough idea of what her sleeves would probably look like, because they're like really baggy sleeves. I want this shirt so bad. Like, I actually want it. The one I made for her. I'm also really sad because the pants that I made for her, I styled them after a pair of pants I own. But then they ripped. They finally reached the end of their life. I think I'm gonna get rid of having it with a button though. The ones that I have actually just have a drawstring. For real. They were so nice. They were the most comfortable thing I had. We plan to replace them eventually. Or I might just get a patch. They're like tech wear. It's like also really baggy, but not quite like that. Like would be I think this is the battle theme in Endwalker. So like not the most recent expansion, but the one beforehand. Yeah, Endwalker, so good. Endwalker's so good. If I could play through it for the first time ever again, I would. Um, I think Oz was mostly complaining because I decided to go to the Gold Saucer instead of... Or... I don't know what... I don't remember what it was he was trying to queue for. It was an alliance raid of some kind. But the queue just wasn't popping. Most... Unfortunately, like, the server I'm on is just really, really quiet. Most people are, like, savage raiding right now. It wasn't Tower at Paradigm's Breach. Which, honestly, I would have loved to do. I love Tower. I love all of the near raids. Those are from Shadowbringers. One word. Yeah, I wish I could remember what it was. Oh! No, it wasn't an alliance raid. It was a regular, it was a trial. It was Everkeep. That's in Dawn Trail. That's not what her pants usually look like. We'll fix that later. This is very weird looking. I also need to figure out where that ear is. Is it on my feet? It is. Okay, we did it. She doesn't have 2 ears. Well, she has 2 ears, but they're on either side of her head, not both on one side of her head. Yeah, Everkeep is a trial. It's a lot of fun. It's very confusing, though. I don't do well in Everkeep. You're not wrong. I can't argue with that logic. I just bit my tongue. Ow. It was really weird too, because I like bit it in a way that made the inside of my right ear hurt. What is happening? My brain didn't know how to process the sensation, so it just made everywhere hurt. Maybe that explains my sense of direction. Maybe I just live in a constant state of vertigo. We don't know which way is up. Hmm. That part's too high. This is. Sure. Yeah. I've been trying really hard not to. I've been trying really hard not to. But I know I do it. I just struggle a lot with thinking in 3D. That works out well. I don't know if I added it in this, or if you can even see her ear in this. No, you can't. Fun fact. She has gauges, but I have gauges. Oh, this one? So this one... Gauges? Like, stretched ears. So when I was younger and I got my ears pierced, they did it using a gun, like the little needle gun. So I flinched on the second one. So one of my ears, they pierced it crooked. And I used to make myself really nauseous whenever I would try and get my earrings in. Because I'd be trying to find the backing, like where the back of the piercing was. Oh, no, they didn't just shoot me in the ear, it's okay. It's American, but it's not that American. But no. It was a needle gun. And so the second one was pierced crooked, so I used to get really nauseous. So I ended up just gauging my ears. So they're not like super big or anything, but like the way my ear, gonna do a little sketch of an ear, and we're gonna make this ad go away, please. Anyway, ear. Am I doing this right? I think I'm doing this right. It was like up and around, down, and then this part goes down here. And then there's this. So mine are like this. Instead of just a piercing. Yeah. It's nothing crazy, it's just a lot of the gauges I ended up liking were bigger than what I had started gauging my ear to. So I ended up going just a little bit bigger. Yeah, no, I couldn't do like 00 or where they start counting like the inch. Couldn't do that. I keep mine pretty small. But yeah, I gauged my ears because I used to get sick trying to put piercings in. But I really like having piercings. I used to have a lip piercing, but when I went to college, I had had it pierced for like 4 years. Or nearly 4 years, I think. And I went to college, and it got just the slightest bit infected. My lip ring did. So I took it out, and it closed within the week. I remember being so upset, because I fainted twice getting my lip pierced. Needles? Yes. Like, I really, really want tattoos, but I'm so bad with needles that I can't. So her part starts here. Never even, so we're just gonna... There we go. Good enough for now. I mean, it's not entirely covered. You can see the top of her ear. It might end up being entirely covered, but we're not gonna worry about it. This is probably more what my face would have looked like anyway, because you can't see anything in the game. There's nothing but dots. And I'm gonna take this. We're just gonna like...
High in fiber from oats, wheat,
I don't need Cheerios, please. That's a little bit better. Teensy tiny bit. We're getting there. It's more so I need her to look as disgusted as I felt. Well, the nose bridge is still... Eh! It's fine. Everything's fine. You don't have to lie. It's okay. Enhance. I don't want to erase that though. I just want to expand on it. SCP. This one? This one plays in Old Charlian. It is called The Ewer Brimeth. Here, I'll copy paste that into the actual chat, because there you go. It's from the Endwalker soundtrack. Yeah, and me trying to spell it also would not have gone well, so it's okay. Like, I would have been able to spell it, but it would have been like... I don't know. It just wouldn't have worked. It's okay. Layer 2. What's this? Always happy to help. I think, you know, all things considered, I'd say that's a pretty accurate depiction of what my face would have looked like. I'm pretty happy with this. I'd be crying. I wouldn't have fainted. I can admit that I'd be crying, though. Yes, Ghost. Oh, you know what? I am late feeding you. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Oh. I will fix this and then be right back. I did have to use the syringe just to stay alive. Okay. I'm an idiot. I like... I don't know how to explain this. So... Maybe it's happened to somebody else, okay? But you know that thing where you have, like... You have one thing to do here, and another thing to do right next to it, right? So there's one, and there's two. And then... You go to do one, and then your brain is like, no, do two first. So you sit there, and you hover over doing one or two. And you like kind of look like a robot that's malfunctioning. And then so I fed the cat. I put the food in the bowl. And then I walked away from the counter. And I made it upstairs, and then I looked at my hands, and I looked at where his bowl is usually at. And I was like, oh shit, wait. I had to go back downstairs. It's fine. I'm struggling. too normal of an occurrence. It really depends on her. Okay. Everything's okay. It's a good thing I have big coffee bean because I am a hopeless case. It's like usually I can multitask really well. And then there's other times where it's just like... It's like I'm glitching out. I saw someone had made a short about it one time, and I'd never seen it described more perfectly. That shit had me rolling. Hmm. Yeah, thankfully it's never been, like, a serious problem. Usually, especially at work, like, I'm... The short? I'd have to find it. I'd have to link it in a, community post, probably. Mostly because I wouldn't want to just take someone's content and, like, show it as part of my content. That's not really fair. I've seen people adding cheese to their soda on purpose, to be fair. So sometimes you gotta wonder. Yep. I don't blame you. Sometimes you just have to wonder, what the hell is going through people's heads? But then you don't want to know, either. Okay. A sandwich out of a cupcake? You know what? Once you get rid of, like, the crazy, sketchy lines, this doesn't look that bad. I need to fix one of her eyes, but that's it. And then you looked at her and you're like, I'm never bringing you cupcakes again. It sounds like it could be, like... Either really good or really awful. Depending on what the sandwich was. Wait, what? I thought you meant she, like, cut the cupcake in half. She put bread... Oh no. No! You worked on the decorations. That's so tragic. I'd never bring cupcakes home again either. I'd be like, wow, the audacity. I'd be so offended. I'm offended for you.
Make your garden glow with B&Q's
Maybe
range
I
of
won't make my
alternatives.
garden glow. Maybe I want my garden to be doom and gloom. Hmm? How about that? Random ad. Hell yeah. Thank you. Need my swinging pose again. Also, I need a picture of the stick from Silent Hill 2. I love that it's on the Silent Hill wiki. Just the stick. Fantastic. Yeah, it pops up. Silent Hill 2 stick weapon. Stick superiority. You want to read the biography? Here, let me see if I can find the actual, like... Where is it? Wooden plank. This has a much longer description than I thought it would. It says the wooden plank is the first weapon that James Sunderland obtains in Silent Hill 2. It is located in the archway at the end of Vax Road. Yeah, someone literally took the time. The weapon is simply a wooden plank with nails driven through it. It has a limited reach and deals low damage to monsters. The plank is the only weapon in the game that allows James to move quickly while swinging it. Interesting. There's a chainsaw? What? I think that's just clickbait. I think that's a clickbait thumbnail. There ain't no way there's a chainsaw in the game. I didn't find it. There is. I'd be so upset. Oh my god. This is really random, but I just remembered. There's a game that just came out not that long ago. And it's, what is it called? Shit. Out of Sight. You play as a blind girl, but she sees, like, through her teddy bear. I downloaded the demo. Looks like a lot of fun. I don't have it yet, but I might get it at some point. I think it'd be a lot of fun to play. It reminds me of Little Nightmares. Like, its animation style and everything, and the actual premise. And I loved playing Little Nightmares. But you play in, like... It's first person whenever she picks up the teddy bear and walks around. But it's second person every time she has to put it down to go do something. Right? It just seems like so much fun. Do it. Get it. Play it and let me know how it is. It has a demo too, if you'd rather just like try the demo and see how you feel about it on Steam. I know this isn't exactly what the stick looks like, but I think it's close enough. So I did play Fran Bow. I got really stuck when I played it though. And that was back when I was like super opposed to trying to find solutions to the puzzles. I think I plan to play it again. Like I have some of it recorded and I think it's still on my channel, but I think I'm just gonna like record it over again and start over. But I loved the Fran Bow games, like, well, I say games. As far as I know, there was only ever one. But I saw a playthrough of it, like, way back. So, then I decided to get it when I started my channel. But I never finished it myself. So I do want to play it again. As far as other point-and-click games like Goetia, I'm trying to think. I feel like I have. but I don't think it's anything I've recorded. I didn't end up recording this week, and it's mostly because I forgot what day it was. Like, I completely lost track of the days. By the time Friday rolled around, I was like, oh my god. I thought it was Thursday morning. So, like, I don't know. I've been struggling with my recording schedule a lot lately. But I'm gonna try and get something uploaded next week for Goetia. I really liked Goetia so far. I think the story is very interesting. I'm enjoying reading it. Like, I like games where you have to read a lot. Oh, thank you. I try to make sure that I sound as clear as possible. One thing, it's really funny because I'll feel like I'm being really loud. But I've always been soft-spoken. So like right now, I feel like I'm yelling. Like I feel like I'm yelling. But I have to in order for my mic to really pick me up. So when I'm trying to read things while I'm playing games, I try to make sure it's as clear as it can possibly be. And if you watch like my older stuff, like my first Outlast playthrough for the channel, I know for a fact a lot of my audio is absolute garbage. Like you can't hear me at all. I still need to draw her other arm. Trying to figure out exactly how I would position her hand. I've seen Little Misfortune. I've not like seen a playthrough of it or played it myself, but I've seen it like on Steam. I didn't realize it was the same people, but now that you mention it, the art style is basically almost one for one. I never thought about it. No. I want to play... Bow again. I'm trying to think, because there's a lot of games that I do want to play, like recording. I have a backlog of recording done for the Room games. I don't know if you've seen the first one I did for that, but the Room has 4 different games, and I've recorded the first 3. But my attention span for editing is abysmal. So when I've gone to edit them, I'll get through like a portion of them, because the first 3 games I think I did all 3 of them in one sitting. The 4th one I actually had to break up into multiple, because the 4th game is like super, super big. Well, I appreciate that. I promise I'm trying to keep up with uploading. I've just been struggling a lot with actually, like... I've always struggled with editing. So... It is a Definitely a learning curve for me too, because I didn't ever do any kind of video editing before I started my channel. So it's something I really have to like... I have to like hyperfixate on it, you know? This is true. Can't do anything unless you're doing well yourself. I'm like trying to hype myself up to tackle her hands.
I'm banning my partner from all the
Oh
sets you've heard.
my god.
I'm now addicted to cleaning and the way our house smells.
I don't want whatever this is. Please stop advertising it to me. Hmm. Oh, here's ones I haven't actually gotten to before. Honestly. I mean, the revenue isn't why I do this stuff. It's okay. I'd rather not have to have anyone listen to ads. I know eventually, like, if I do reach a certain point, it's gonna put ads on my channel. I don't really know how it works, though. I am gonna need to lower this. The stick is in a different layer. I mean, it's not on its own layer. I do know I can do that. But sometimes we just don't get that far, okay? It's fine. My layers are a mess. And they're probably gonna... It's not on its own layer, so you are right. It's on a separate layer from where I'm gonna put her hands. But it's not on its own layer. It should be. But it is most definitely not. Okay. So, hand one. Firmly grasp it. I like grab. I need to grab something. Okay. So basically your knuckles and maybe like part of one finger would be visible. Like if you have a good handle on it. always liked point and click. Like, I used to love the Nancy Drew games. Like, when I was younger. I do have one of them. It's the same one that I remember from when I was a little kid. So I loved those. But, like, I just never stuck with them. So lately I've been finding them more often, and I've been playing them. Like, I saw Goetia and I just thought the story was super, super interesting. But, I don't know. I usually struggle to find games I don't like. I know I don't play sports games, because I do not sport ball. More power to the people that can. I have no coordination. And my sense of direction is shit. So I would only be a hindrance. Like, I remember when I was younger, I wanted to play rugby, and I wanted to do all these other things, but, like, it's fine that I never did, because clearly it was a bad idea. Fair. Like, the one thing that I could do, like, especially because I'm shorter, but my legs are just stockier, I was really good at sprints. They wanted me on track and field, like in high school, but that also cost money, so that was just not gonna happen. I just realized I did the outlining for her hand on the layer I was going to just draw the hand. So, that's fine. We're just gonna draw her hand on a separate layer again. And we're just gonna have more and more layers, and eventually I'll lose track of everything, and it'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. Everything's great. Just like an onion. I don't wanna name them. Name them woman? Like what, woman 1, woman 2, woman 3? I feel like that'd be more confusing. One. This will be the next one. I saw this on her way. I don't know. I feel like Ghost will put up a pretty good fight. It's something like this. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out.
Whether you're running down the
So once about 2 minutes outside of home.
you hit more goals.
That's true. Poor baby. I don't want to be supercharged. Please stop advertising things to me. I just want my music. It was on sale recently, and I really wanted to get it, but I couldn't. Like, I had it in my cart. We just didn't ever get to the point where I could get it. One day. It's gonna... Oh, maybe not enhance that far. it's both. Which, ironically enough, like, I did it because I'm always cold, right? So I gave her skeleton hands for that reason. But lately, because of this heat wave, I don't know what it is to be cold anymore. So I guess, you know, blessing and a curse, I guess. The heat wave. But I think there is actually, like, a health warning an hour out from where we are. So hopefully people are doing okay. UK heat is pretty wild. You think I should draw her hands burning during the summer months? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, fingers crossed. Like, weather has just been crazy globally. Like, all the stuff going on in Texas. I was, honestly, one of the days that I missed stream, it was because I literally, part of the reason I hadn't slept was because I was worried about my dad. Because he is down in Texas, and like all of the flooding and stuff that was going on. At first, I didn't realize how bad it was until Claude mentioned, he was like, I hope everyone that you know that's in Texas is doing well. And I was like, I mean, as far as I know, everyone's fine. No news is good news with my dad. And then I realized like how close all of the weather warnings and stuff were to him. And I like, I called him. Because at first I just messaged him, but we're at like a 6 to 7 hour time difference. So he ended up getting my message at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And so when I called him, because he hadn't replied to me by like nearly the end of the day, and I was just panicking all day, he goes, oh, yeah, I got your message at 1 a.m. And I was like, oh god, who died? And I'm like, I thought you died. He's okay, thankfully. But just overall, I hope with all the stuff going on, everybody's doing alright. And I hope, like, all of you are safe. And everyone you love is safe. Things are tough. We don't want them to be tougher.
At Sky Vegas, get 50 seriously
I don't...
spins when you join.
Sky Vegas. No. I can't tell if it's like replaying songs. Because I can't really hear the music. I mostly have it so that you guys have some background noise if I do stop talking. Because I know that sometimes I struggle to like fill in the silence. And I feel like just sitting in silence would be a little bit strange. At least for me, sitting in silence, I can't do it. I get very anxious. I'll probably have to move the stick down a little bit more. Yeah, I listen through YouTube. I don't have anything else. Like, I don't have, like, an actual streaming service that we pay for or anything like that. Yeah, I usually just look up the soundtracks. That's not where that... This... Yeah, I usually have an extension that helps, but it's not working. And the question is, for the backhand, do I want it higher or lower than where I have the forehand? See? I'm not the only one. Just be careful. Don't face anybody if you're gonna pick something up like a bat. Soul.
With Adobe Express.
I don't want the Adobe suite. Let's go. Right hand higher for right-handed? Okay. Thank you. I think layer 2 is where I have that. Yeah, it is. This needs to go up further. It would actually be closer to like here. You had a broom. I had to grab my makeup remover. I didn't have anything else that my hand actually fits around. I got really tiny hands. And if it's Sorry, I'm staring really hard at my hand really quick, it would be... this would be a little bit further. Broom-sized. No, I meant like the width of it. I don't have a very tall bottle. And then thumb would be here-ish. Okay. We're kinda there. I haven't done my makeup in a very long time. This is layer 2. This is not layer 3. Don't touch hair. We are not on layer 3. Okay. I don't know if my graphics drivers are just like glitching out, or if I'm like mentally glitching out. I keep seeing my screen flicker. I'm getting worried. I just said don't touch the hair. I literally just told myself that. Why can't I listen? We're on the hand. And we're not on the right layer for the hand. This is fine. Okay, I mean, that's the most important thing. Should be fine. I'm wearing my glasses today. I found them. So, it's not a perfect prescription. I need to get my eyes checked again. But I am wearing them, which is a step in the right direction. So we're making progress. Fingers look a little funky. But it's okay. I'm not that worried about how her hands look for this. Each individual fingertip seems a little bit too big. That's okay. Like, in all seriousness, I'm really not concerned with it. Layer 2 is where I was gonna put her sleeve, kind of, because I'm sure my brain will eventually figure out where exactly that would go. Because it's like a cinched sleeve cuff. Kind of probably looks something like this, actually. Like the top of it. And then down it goes. If we get rid of these, it's okay. I'm not upset with it. It makes her hand look really tiny, but that's because my hand is really tiny. I need to finish, like, figuring out where I have her hair situated. Try not to get gomashed in the meantime. I mean, so I'm thinking of it as in, like, the way she's holding it is kind of like... Hang on. So the way she's holding it is like, here's the stick. Wait. Wait. Hold on. We're gonna do it at a different angle. Here's the actual, like, stick itself. Her hand would be wrapping like this. Like, it's a fingertip. Then here. And then, like, they come out a little bit to the wrist here. And it's more like that. Because, like, it's a wooden plank, it's not just, like, a bat. So I'm trying to think of, like, how big it would actually be in her hands. Like, for the left hand, it's a little bit different because it's kind of, like, flatter. But this one is, like, out at an angle. I don't like her hair. Like, down here is there's too much happening here. Yeah, so, like, I guess I'm thinking, like, the plank is too square, but it looks really square in, like, the pictures of it. But, so, like, if this is the fingertip... Oh, that's the eraser. Whoops, awkward. Sorry. Erase this. We're just gonna kind of start over on her hair. And that's fine. I think it's also, I still feel like her bangs are too far. Like they start too high up. Not really. Okay. Hey, how are you? Welcome back. I'm doing pretty well. How are you? Of course. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. It does genuinely make me happy to hear that you guys are doing well. Take a little bit of a redo. I'm just drawing the same character for the channel. Just... I'm drawing her in the Silent Hill setting, where she got her ass beat repeatedly by legs. I haven't even drawn the legs yet. I've only drawn her. Thanks. I think I might have done these. No. So that is all on this layer. It's fine. Yeah. I mean, if there is a chainsaw, is there a chainsaw, like, actually? If there is, I'm so upset I didn't find it. That would have been so cool. Where is this line? There it is. Stuck in a log near a ranch in front of the Toluca Lake. Huh. Damn. We missed the chainsaw. I am the worst gamer? Oh. Okay. I don't feel as bad.
Will Sky Business keep you up and running no matter what?
Sky Business? There was Sky Vegas, Sky Business, Sky everybody. The sky's the limit. Hey. Best song. I love this song. It's actually really sad because the person that sings this, their throat's completely like destroyed. So they can't sing it anymore. At least last I heard, they couldn't. Stop saying sky. I'm spoiled. I'm so happy. I feel like I made her face just a little too rounded. Because usually it's a little bit... Oh no, I guess I usually make her face a bit round. Hmm. That's fine. I can deal with that. Yeah? I feel like... For me, it depends. I like both a lot. I feel like I'm not very picky with my music sometimes. But it's also, like... Especially when it comes to Final Fantasy, there's this version, which plays... This is, like, a song that plays in a zone. In Final Fantasy. And this is what plays during the day, and then there's an instrumental version that plays at night. And I really like both.
You wanna know how I'm gonna design a spot?
Oh my god. Please. Hmm. I did not notice that. But that's good to know. The Lahi song. Telling you. Should play 14. You can just hang out in that zone. And just listen to that song on repeat. And when the time shifts to night, you just hear it in the instrumental version until the daytime. Yeah, listening to it on repeat. Trust me, I know. It's the worst when you fall asleep with something on repeat, because then when you wake up the next day, if it's still been playing, it doesn't ever sound the same. I remember that used to drive me nuts when I was younger. I would listen to something, like I'd fall asleep listening to something, and it'd play on repeat, and then I'd wake up and suddenly didn't like the song because it didn't sound right. That's the one thing that sucks. Like, I've heard a lot of people are kind of falling out of love with WoW. Like, it's just not been going well, and it's like most recent updates. I mean, the same could be said for Final Fantasy. There are people that don't like the way it is recently either. But it's been like crazy with WoW. And at one point, I remember it felt like a lot of people I knew that played it didn't even enjoy playing it anymore. They just played it for nostalgia reasons. It's going well, it's just very different. That's fair. And I feel like it's that way with Final Fantasy too. Like, I don't dislike Dawn Trail, but I know that there's a lot of people that didn't like it at all. But that's happened with every expansion. Like, there are people that just didn't like the expansion at all, or they didn't like the changes that were made to certain classes. But Dawn Trail, like, and you'll understand when I say this, like, if you have played through the beginning of Final Fantasy XIV, the first entire thing, Realm Reborn, feels kind of like a slog, but it's only because there's so much exposition setting up the next, like, 4 expansions. Because everything that happens in Realm Reborn... Too much drama. That sucks. But Realm Reborn feels like a lot, and it's just because there's a lot of story to get through to make the other expansions make sense. And now, with Dawn Trail, it's a whole new story. So they're trying to put all that exposition without it being as much of a slog as Realm Reborn was, I feel like. But then again, like, I don't know. I haven't been playing Final Fantasy since the start of Final Fantasy. Dawn Trail was my first, like, current. Wouldn't that require a long time? That's fair. It does require a lot of time. But the nice thing about Final Fantasy is that they always explain, like, it's really easy to pick it up and put it back down and just play whenever you have time to. You can set up your subscription if you do get a subscription. Because the first 3 sections of the game, like the first 2 expansions in the base game, you can just play for free by having a free trial. But, like, even if you were subscribed to the game, you can set it up in a way that doesn't automatically renew. So you can pay for a month at a time. So, I don't know. But I definitely get being worried about the time commitment. It is kind of a lot. I spend a good deal of time in 14. I know. The first part of it will feel like a ton, but it's just exposition. Yeah, I mean, if I could do it all over again, I would, you know? I've made a lot of friends in Final Fantasy. There we go. Sorry, I was setting up my browsers so that I can see everything that I'm using. Yeah, I've always been super anxious about... Oh my god. They're called mannequins, by the way. The leg monsters. Just a fun fact. I've always been really anxious about... Oh, thank you. Like, the social aspect. It is a weird way to spell legs, isn't it? Mannequin. But I've always been anxious about, like, the social aspect of online games. Because most of my gaming experience growing up was, like, by myself on my GameCube. On my Nintendos. So it's like, when I started to play games online, I don't do well when there are people that are tilting really bad in chat. So, like, I haven't done Savage tier content. I tried it once and it didn't go well. I just lost my mouse. There it is. And, like, yeah, we could just say, oh, well, I just need thicker skin for it, but it's also just... I don't know, man. Yeah, some people do forget it's a game. And it's like, I want to try harder content, but there's a lot of people that make it very difficult to enjoy the harder content. So I'm just like, you know, I'll just sit over here on my little kid's chair. You know? Okay. I saw one. I saw a screenshot of it. You know how they, like, crouch down before they jump at you? Hell yeah. God. It might be good, we don't know yet. I'm forgetting, like, where feet are. Hold up. And it turns out it's like, the top two legs don't have feet, but the bottom two legs do. They're literally just, like, awkwardly hourglass. Hourglass shaped legs. She looks calm. Hourglass. What was it the other time? Did I say blinking instead of breaking? We're doing great. Brink? Breaking news. Oh man. One day I'll speak eloquently. Today is not that day. Tomorrow's not looking too good either. hard to tell like what the actual midsection's covered in. Yeah, there's been times that like people will add me in a game. Like I've had people add me on League and then they don't actually like invite me to play anything and I'm like, okay. That doesn't bother me. It looks like it's just like bandages, but it also looks like compression socks. I don't know, it's like weird. Like it looks like... Maybe I can find it. Hold on. The legs, they are really creepy. Okay, I see. So it's like ribs here. Now that I can actually like see what I'm looking at. And then from the ribs, it's just like it looks like bandages. I need to fix the orientation of its tongue. Not a big enough brush size. I just need this part leaned a little bit more forward. Kind of like that. Hey, how's it going? It's like both sides wear the same thing, it looks like. From what I can tell. Oh my god. It's another ad. Thank you. I mean, I don't know if it's the same texture. I think it's just, like, it's technically wearing the same thing on both sets of legs. Like, they look minorly different. But it's, like, the same idea. One day I'll learn to 3D model. It is a little bit complicated. It's not too bad though. Could always be worse. This would probably actually be. Here. Have any. Outlast 2, actually, is one that I played, and I was really, really hoping I'd like it. And I was really upset because I didn't enjoy it. What else? I mean, I've definitely had games where I pick them up and I, like, try and give them a shot because it looks like something I'd enjoy. And then I end up putting it back down and I just don't pick it back up. But I think most of what's in my Steam library, at least that I can think of, I have finished. One thing, here's one, you get called out by friends because you like everything. I'm pretty similar, like, it's really hard to find things I don't enjoy when it comes to gaming. I will say there are some horror games that I definitely couldn't play only because it sets my anxiety off really bad. Like the ones you've seen probably people play, like what is it called? You're like a hacker and you have to keep track of like some assassin outside on another building. There's like people that come and like get into the hallway and you have to go and interact with them. Like, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Welcome to the Game. Like, things like that I can't do. And then there's another game, yeah, FNAF. I couldn't do FNAF. I tried to record Security Breach, and part of the reason I didn't finish it was because I wasn't enjoying it a ton, but it also was so buggy when it launched that I couldn't keep playing it. I was struggling to get anywhere. Yeah, the first games, like, the problem was, especially for me, that the first games came out when I was having a lot of issues with, like, my heart is fine, my heart is healthy, but I was having a lot of, like, heart palpitations and stuff at the time. So when I was playing games, I struggled a lot with playing horror games, because if it was, like, jump scare after jump scare, it wouldn't go well. Because I am very jumpy, as we have seen. That's true. Being scared alone really isn't fun. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, it was never, like, my heart was never the actual problem. It turned out I had a really bad vitamin deficiency that was causing the problem. But we're sorted. We fixed that part. Oh my god. I was so excited when I played Amnesia for the channel, because for the longest time, I couldn't get past, like, the first time you see a monster. That's what I was saying. I definitely feel braver when I'm streaming horror games. Don't feel bad. Oh my god. I haven't tried Layers of Fear, but I know Big Coffee Bean has actually recorded it for his channel. I don't know if he posted it. I think he did. But he is so unfazed by horror games. It's actually insane. Exactly. Playing with somebody else is always better. Like, if you're really trying to get through it. I need to play Dread Out still. I want to. I want to play it so bad, but I'm such a chicken. Like, I tried to record it at one point and it just did not happen. I have the first and second Dread Out. I just... So far, the poll that I have up, people have voted primarily for Outlast. It is closer than I thought it would be. I mean, that happens though. That happens for me for Subnautica sometimes. Like, I don't find Subnautica, like, actually scary, but there are certain times when you're just traveling through the ocean. Nah. No. I don't know what's out there. Subnautica mentioned. Do you not like Subnautica? Oh, you're obsessed. You voted for Final Fantasy? Really? I thought you would have voted for Outlast. I will say though, the vote's a lot closer than I thought it'd be, just in general. Well, you seemed really excited about the fact that I mentioned Outlast. You're a nemesis for a reason. I mean, you are right. I probably would have tried to play it on a weekend. But it's also like, if I played through Outlast, I'd want to play it during the week.
What the f*** Hydra dust? If you're a mum
Oh.
running on coffee...
I'd appreciate it if she didn't cuss at me. Wow. Yeah. Outlast is so fun though. I might, like, the one difference is I might play Whistleblower. I don't know though. Whistleblower is really graphic. Maybe I can set it up so that it has like a warning somehow. for the stream? I don't know. He's gonna be fine. Those are some famous last words. Next thing you know, I'm banned forever. YouTube said, wow. How dare you? Oz would say that. You are correct. It's the mannequin from Silent Hill. They kept kicking my ass when I was playing Silent Hill. I might get spoiled? Hear me out, though. I kind of love this drawing. Like, in all seriousness. We're gonna add color. Because I can. The mannequins are like a weird, like, sickly white. It's okay, I won't, because I agree, it did turn out better than I expected it would. Putting down just flat color for right now. And I need her color scheme that I can just pull from here. I should probably put them on a separate layer. Is her shirt? You know, old habits die hard. They really do. Because, like, now that I'm wearing my glasses, I can't stop, like, readjusting them and pushing them up my face further and further. I've, like, shoved my glasses damn near into my eyeballs and I need to fucking chill. That's what I mean. Anime glasses and just... Part of the reason I'm being so loose with the color too is because they're just gonna have a black backdrop because I couldn't see shit in that game. I didn't know where I was. At any point in time. I walked into a room and forgot where the door was. It was so goddamn dark. So they're both just gonna kind of... Was it really for a full 5 minutes? No way. That's tragic. Damn. I did. You're right. I found the most important room. Not the room I was looking for. Yeah. I watched it back. And it really did just like I couldn't keep it together. I was crying laughing. It's just ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. I can't believe how long I was stuck. I was really confused for a second because I clicked on the other drawing. So I was like, damn, that is way more layers than I thought I had on here. Oh, Jesus Christ. I really, oh god. It was gold. But it's also like one of those things I feel like you have to be there to see it because it's just that ridiculous. Collect myself? But I'm not in pieces. I'm sorry, that was a really shit joke. I can own up to that. I've tried using masks, or I've tried like, I don't know, I've tried a couple different things, but I don't really like I don't know, I haven't found like the simpler way of coloring that I actually enjoy. Like I know that a lot of people will paint everything in grayscale and then use like another correction layer to adjust it, but I didn't really like that. Plus, I just kind of like coloring my drawings like a coloring book. It's fine. We're also not going to talk about the fact that I accidentally put this in the same layer. It's fine. We're not worried about it. Everything is fine. Yeah, I think part of it for me is just like I'm so used to Don't worry about it. It's fine. My layers are a mess. I promise I'm not. It's only been during my drawing streams that I'm this bad about my layers. Oh no, 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 no. The line art is all in folder 1. This drawing really does just encapsulate how my entire playthrough felt.
We need your help to save the masjid.
Thanks.
Over 100 Americans have accepted Islam. This is your brother
Oh my god.
Masjid Isa ibn Maryam.
Save what building? Why do I need to save the building? Stop. I'm getting the most random ads. Okay. More like a... I need like a sickly color for them. Oh, it's because I colored her eyes. I was like, why is the brush so tiny? It's supposed to be on the side, but it's like such an awkward frame of reference for me to try and do. But I think it's because I couldn't draw the angle exactly how I wanted to. It started one way in my head, but ended up a different way by the time I finished. So, originally it was more, like, tilted that way, but it ended up facing just directly out. Which is fine. I'm not concerned with it. Sometimes I swear they wouldn't even face me and they'd still hit me. It's just another situation of I'm not sure how I got it, but I got it. It seems to be the running theme in my life, doesn't it? My life's okay. Hell yeah. Not sure how I got it, but we got it. So far, yes. We're doing great. I'm using this kind of like shading, but it's not really meant for shading. It's also just like, because the skin is supposed to look like mottled and gross. So I'm working on it. Kind of zombie-ish. But everything in here is about to be dark anyway. Does it? I see what you mean. I can see it. Dude, I love Rob Zombie. Living Dead Girl was the shit. Dracula? Really? I never played those. I don't remember how I found Rob Zombie. Maybe it was like Rock Band or something for me. Were they ever on like Rock Band or Guitar Hero? I don't know. Because I know that's how I found Slipknot. And Slipknot's still one of my favorite bands today. They had Before I Forget. It was either on Rock Band or Guitar Hero.
Okay, I see.
Oh no. Have you ever listened to like the misheard lyrics version of their songs? Those are pretty good. Whoa. Dark. Mm. Nice. That's pretty good. I know that there's like YouTube videos where people have posted like misheard Slipknot lyrics. They never fail to crack me up. Okay. I may have to continue working on this tomorrow. This big coffee bean brought me food. Exactly. See? They're so good. They never fail to make me laugh. Yeah. Big Coffee Bean brought me food, like, right after stream started. And I haven't touched it because I don't want to eat on stream. I'm very hungry. And my food is cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I'll probably keep working on this tomorrow, though. This has been a lot of fun. Such a silly. But yeah, as always, I had a great time hanging out with everybody. Thank you so much for coming by and chilling out with me. I'm gonna go ahead and... I think this is what I'm gonna work on tomorrow. If anything else, we'll work on another drawing. It should be another drawing stream. You too. Thank you so much. See you later. Bye!